Oh, you running out? Shoot, shoot. Thank you.
Oh my God. Wow.
What? I'm about to say, if it's not gonna tackle you, man. Huh. Ooh, that's a good punt. Hit sticking? Okay. What time is it? Only 9 o'clock. I didn't think I would be that wide open, and the way he threw that. I would be out of there.
Oh, we're gonna pass it. No way.
Oh, wow. I should not have gotten that, honestly. You really don't play Madden, Meso?
Nah, I don't.
No, okay.
Yeah, I know. I used to play. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Three tight ends.
Fuck, I had there. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm finna go shower.
Dot.
Nah,
Might be back later. I'll let you
Dot.
what?
I have no idea. That was just something else. Yeah, throw a low pass. You gotta hold L2 to throw it. Throw a high one, L1. Yeah, it's normally just used to the linebackers. Stayed in.
Oh, you know what possible could have my stomach messed up?
What?
Those antibiotics they gave me. I just started taking them today.
When you get antibiotics?
When I picked up my medicine from the doctor, when I went to the doctor.
Well, last week or earlier this week?
I went to the doctor last week, but I just picked my medicine up yesterday.
Oh, okay. Hey, Bobby. Get out my face, dog. Come on, man. Want to let me get a touchdown almost? They give that to you? I don't think they did. Alright. boy.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you?
Ooh,
You got to find a way to unlock the key to these
try to hit
big plays
my
and get some big
plays.
points on the
All right.
board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you worked on
So
all
you're not
season.
gonna block the closest person.
That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes.
Ooh, okay.
Center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back.
Trying to see if I can get you with that one.
It's third and short.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their
Oh,
eyes
third and
and
three.
brain movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on third and three. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. We've got a 14
Oh, 2 minute warning.
with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half.
Whoa. So nobody blocking anything. All right.
On the play, and it's second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop down into the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Do that.
Run for no gain. Here's second and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Oh, he found the 8. Okay, let's see what he can do.
In this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should.
I saw that, but I could do nothing about it.
Made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half. Give them a chance to
Let's try this.
exhale a little bit and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Oh, I thought I picked that for a second.
Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Nice.
Second down by Brady is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too
Are going for it? Okay.
The three straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hmm.
They do go for it. It's Brady.
Oh, ew, now let me turn around.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
The touchpad for a timeout.
In the books, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken in the end zone. And only
So he's just running through without being touched. Okay.
have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hmm.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Too much. Down he goes.
Oh, 3rd and 8? Oh, Lord.
You got to protect that quarterback. Keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken.
Just landing. You just letting Hill.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards.
Uh,
They're able to extend their
when you say I have 3 receivers
when you're looking
or 3 or more receivers, use
receiver position.
it's a big nickel, I believe.
Special there.
Yeah, let me see. I'll tell you once I'm on defense.
The lead up now to 25 points.
The score, Chiefs 28, Buccaneers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They cover 2 for like 2 or less receivers.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So yeah, for 3 or more receiver, use dime or big nickel, or at least just use cover 3 if anything. Anything above cover 2. So like cover 4, cover 6.
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big
So yeah, if you got 3 receivers, use cover 3. Yeah, anything above cover 3, you use for more than
See what they have.
3 receivers.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally put it into the return, but not takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change of the situation here. So after the INT,
Ooh.
Mahomes, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Ooh. All right.
Pierre Paul able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
I saw your man move.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
I saw him move.
Very valuable 9-yard pickup, but now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
Ooh.
the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Why that take so
First kick
long?
here is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't
It
it?
certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his fourth carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. They'll get that to Fournette.
Ooh. I'm about to hit stick you.
Down only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is
Yes.
a huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon, he scored on the ground and through the
Yeah,
air.
that's how Dev and them were doing me when I first started playing Madden.
There are several elements to a
Took me a while to finally understand how to play.
resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the
But yeah, run the ball more. I haven't seen you run the ball yet, I think.
blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Okay.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working.
There you go.
So now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Brady.
There you go.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
From the gun, Brady.
Nice catch.
Fight for the football. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Then you get hit. I think you got hit when you threw it.
And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. Past the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game,
To watch some YouTube videos or what to
12 guys on
do in certain situations and what main
snap,
defensive plays to use.
struggle to make headway through the air.
If you got free time, you're not doing nothing.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
Hmm.
But it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Ooh.
The ball comes out on
Thought I had enough time. Guess not.
incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, you stand in the pocket.
So it didn't register my kick. Okay.
Not enough time. They hit him.
Or my power, I should say.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded in the end zone.
Oh shit.
Return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30.
Alright, man. They just don't want to tackle. Huh. Oh shoot. Yeah, you gotta make those. Those really be making a difference in the game. So the 1 point.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Also, I said, so nobody gonna guard the right side?
To the 27-yard line.
Other right. Let's see. What can we do? Let's do that. This is a pass.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception,
Oh, you know, mainly most of the time, when there's more than 3 receivers, most likely going to be a pass, but it could also be a run still too, depending how they're lined up. I think I gotta move this man.
throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Ooh.
And down he
Okay, you blitzing?
Buccaneer sack. And Dominican Sue with a sack. We've
That wasn't a blitz?
seen him since he entered the league in 2010.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Man, they come off the line like that. And Sue too coming after me.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's
And this is a run.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds.
And this is the pass.
Stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, and you gotta be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Get lost. Oh,
Ball here, even with the big
pretty much just
You and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that.
how close up on the camera are you?
Points
don't know if anything, just kind of look at the player you're using, and if anybody coming close to your area, to that area of that person, to kind of like move towards them or move where they're going a little bit. But if somebody else cross and the other dude go above you, if anything, let the what I say, let the dude above go, or
He'll buy some time away. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
I say it's better to go the dude up top than the dude underneath, unless you know your safety is real close to the dude that's going above you,
To pour it
or
all
the dude that you're using with.
Another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense,
I
offense,
missed that. Okay. Um. So yeah, you just see a dude coming around the same area, whether you're the user, the player you're using, to kind of like move with that player that's coming across. But yeah, if there's somebody going above you, if the safety, you know the safety is there, then just leave him and go for the dude underneath. But if there's no safety close enough to guard him, then yeah, just guard the dude up top than the dude underneath, because you rather not give up a big play.
possession, and 3 interceptions in this
But
game.
then again, the dude underneath could run for extra yards too. But it all depends on what you want to give up. Sometimes you just can't make a decision. You just gotta stick with one. So yeah, like that, how my dude, how I went up at the top. I knew my other linebacker was close to the dude that was cutting in, so I just went for the dude up top.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Brady's incompletion
So yeah, I have
forced
three on
to a second and 10.
on my right, or your
Going again.
dude going across.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 20.
The
CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of
I should. I'm going to do. I'm going to do a pass play and then kind of help you out how to look for it. So who are you using right now? One of your linebackers. So watch my second tight end, like the outer dude, but the second outer dude on my right hand side. See how he running across? Yeah, that's when you just follow him. For the most, yeah, you actually got to run to him. Yeah, yeah. Take your finger off of L2. Actually, just run towards him. Because L2 gonna keep you in the like keep you squared with the quarterback, if that makes sense. So pretty much, you hold L2. You're gonna be side shuffling to whatever direction you're going. So watch my dude with the X underneath his name. Try to cover him. So yeah. If anything, just try to stick on him. If anything, just stick on the player you think he's gonna pass to for the most part. Sometimes you got to fully commit, or you're gonna have to just um half commit unless you know there's somebody over there that could guard him. If not, then yeah, fully commit to that person. Sometimes you're gonna give up some things, but most of the time you're gonna keep him covered. Everybody else is gonna be covered for the most part. So yeah, right now I have nothing going into the middle, everything going to the outside. So watch the guy with the. So if you're like play your safety on the top left, and watch my guy with the X. There you go. So yeah, but most of the time for your safety part, you don't really have to worry about him until you see nothing, everything inside is guarded, and then or after the throw for those deep balls.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. They're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy.
And then on offense, pretty much you gotta watch,
They've lost this one.
depending on what you're doing, to kind of like know what
And now here is another interception.
your dude didn't even turn around for that.
Darius Ward. And they'll start with great
That shouldn't even have happened. That should have been at least in
yard.
a incompletion.
Mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't.
Give me a second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. You there? To hit resume, I guess. Oh, there you go.
So what happens when you get this big of a deficit? You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your quarterback.
Let's see. What can I
Being
do?
down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
Alright. So I'm gonna have two dudes coming through to the middle from the right hand side, and then one going deep to on the left hand side.
Mahomes going to throw it here.
Nope.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Let's try this. So I don't know if you saw the dude on the far right hand side, that wide receiver cut in
Don't need it all back in
at the
one
very
play.
end.
Figured that they'd be
So
somewhere
one of your
around
dudes
there.
left him, but he was kind of open for a second, but your linebacker was there in the middle. Um. Okay. So for stuff like that, you kind of just gotta.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the
Pretty
load
much just
on him
watch
here
for
on third down.
certain things break out.
Big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And they throw
Oh,
a
okay.
screen that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage
Well, that was
there
man
at the
too. Okay.
49.
Other right.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Oh, through that, I pressed on the button. Well, okay, you got me.
Jason Pierre-Paul. And the punts are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And the throw left sideline, he
That's
was
nice.
caught, but they'll rule it incomplete.
Oh, that,
Keep his feet in.
he
Second
only
down
got
and
one.
10.
He only got one foot in.
Put it mildly for him, but after this one, Steph, you just feel like in
Yeah.
a post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Brady's
So
incompletion.
yeah, another thing to kind of look out for when you're playing defense. You know how when you hold L2, kind of show you like the green and the yellow and the red on your receivers. You can kind of when you're playing defense, you can kind of guess or who to look out for when you're playing defense, who to
Again,
guard
Brady.
more.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Partner, I got to tell you,
You can put a triangle for aggressive or X for possession.
it's been
I'll probably would try to use X, but sometimes the game should be stupid and your players just don't do anything at all.
About what's really gone wrong. I get
So
you
it
can't
kind of
change everything,
hard to
but
choose what
trust
you're
the
supposed to.
process, but I don't have much else
Hard
to
to
add.
decide what you should press.
or just lopsided, and it's been
Right now I'm
ugly.
going deep.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. What do you do when you go to the backup? Let him
I
do
got
some
four
things.
receivers.
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to
At
tell
least
you,
that incomplete.
2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires
There
one
you
that's
go.
intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell.
It's learning. Still new to the game. Took me a couple of years to get to where I'm at now, but I really didn't care
When they accept that, okay, it makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
what the L2. Oh, you mean like the three wide receivers and tight end and everything? Oh, okay. So yeah, that's just pretty much yeah. Like they have different formation, but it just tell you like what his options are really.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here
Yeah.
on EA Sports. With that,
Let's
we
see.
say so long from Tampa.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So you could go off of that too, but it really adds more information to what you should choose by looking at if they have three wide receivers, two tight ends, or like two running backs, a tight end, and one wide receiver, or something like that. So yeah, so that way knowing that will help you a lot more now. Just knowing that what they have. But there are some times they would have three wide receivers and have a running back and they would run the ball. Yeah, Like even if they are spread out, they would still run the ball. But like I said, you just gotta play people a lot more to understand it. To understand how, especially how Dev and Mike and how Danny play. To play them a lot just to see how they play, so you know what their tendencies are. Well, you're just learning. You're not gonna. You're learning how to play. It's like you're. We can play again if you want and get better at what the at your defense and everything. Cause yeah, recently I just learned how to do the adjustments for my on defense. Like how to move my line. Yeah. So I just pick the a defensive. I just pick the play and then just using my one of my players, and that's about it for the most part. But then Denny and Mike and Dev, they always switch their one right receiver over from the right to the left, have them change their route, and I wouldn't change nothing on my defense. So I just wouldn't run a basic play on defense, and they changing everything up, and then just picking holes out my defense, and I could do nothing about it. Uh, so yeah, so learning how to move my line and adjust my linebackers and my corners and safeties started helping me a lot. Because Danny, especially playing against Danny, every like 2 or 3 times in our league, he keep changing everything, and I can't do nothing about it. I play the Raiders. But yeah, like even on defense, like what Dev taught me recently, like what Danny was doing to me, that Danny will press with his quarterbacks and everything. So when my receivers come off the line, they kind of like bump them to disrupt the play. It like the connection messed up somehow. But yeah, so like on defense, like triangle affects your I think like your corners and your safeties, I believe, if that's correct. And then you can adjust them from there. Yeah. So I should start doing that recently. To you messing with that, even though it's just like doing basic stuff on that. But it really helped me a lot, especially being Danny. And then getting close to beating Dev. Alright, so right now you running gun. You got one receiver, one running back, one tight end, 3 receivers.
20. They'll start with the option. Here's a quick
Oh,
throw
press the
back to
wrong
the
button.
Giants. And mark him
Yeah.
down way up
I
close
have
to the
no
40.
idea. It's on you.
As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
So single back doubles, one running back, one tight end, three wide receivers. So yeah, press my corners.
Mayfield now. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's
So
second
yeah,
and
on that
4.
play I had to make a decision whether to stay in the middle or to go with your dude that's running out to my right.
Get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big time play by the defense.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And on the left
And then
side,
that right there you hold X on those type of
the head linesman. Incomplete.
close to the
Looked
sidelines.
late getting there, and it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take it on his first read, and by the time he tried to
Two
get
running
closer
backs,
to
a
finding
tight
the
end, and a
target,
wide
he covered
receiver.
way too quick. That one falls incomplete.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. First carry for Nick Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Defense had a chance
Gun,
to get off the field.
three receivers, a tight end.
I know that we go
Okay.
into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third
Press.
down is.
Slant inside.
Offense and defense, in this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're
Yeah.
dealing with a 2nd and long.
So three receivers and one
So
tight
3
end.
on that first down pass play.
So I
Now 2nd and
press.
13.
Slant inside.
They go play
Watch the
action.
middle.
Mayfield.
So yeah, that I was too far down.
And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open
And
field.
sometimes your reaction time to press the button gotta be fast too.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they open up the world with opportunities for this offense going forward.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I was trying to rush you. See if your dude kind of
Touchdown
mess
pass.
up under pressure.
Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, if it's an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket. No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Nope, you good.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in
Okay,
hindsight,
didn't do what I wanted to
probably should
do.
have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, you could choose different plays to make it look different.
Carr and the Raiders
Make your defensive look different for like a 4-3,
16.
a 3-4, dime, dollar, quarter.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
When you do run plays, do you be holding on to as soon as the ball is snapped?
Running back, you love getting the ball early.
Oh no.
vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him.
Yeah,
How
so
about the guys you
the
always talk
problem
about,
with
backs and
that is that when
receivers?
you hold R2 to make them, yeah, just speed the whole play up. So your dude could be holding somebody back,
Nobody leaked
but
back
because you're
there.
holding R2, it speed it up to where he'll just completely push your man out off of him and tackle you when you're running by him. So like best just not to hold R2 until you pass the line of scrimmage for the most part. Because that's something I'm still working on trying to fix for myself.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Carr.
Oh, he fumbled?
Lost it, fumble. And this is picked up by the
Okay,
Browns.
Corey.
And his crew will take over at their own
You
45.
messing up already.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers, create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts with
That's a
take
long thing.
care of the ball,
Jeez.
take
Play
care of the
over.
ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue.
And the Raiders have got him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Leland Furl, that got in there to bring him down.
Yeah, sometimes you have nothing, so try to press the
On EA Sports.
R3 to throw the ball away.
Browns 7, Raiders nothing.
Third and long for Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39. And
But he broke that tackle though.
short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going,
Gun.
and then everyone rallying to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
See like that. That's
It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
honestly you probably should have caught that
Defense looking
or
confused
at
here.
least deflected it out the way.
Zone schemes. And here you got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
No, okay.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating.
It's one of the things you gotta get used to. Just
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive
get
going
used to
past the 50-yard line, so looked like they were in striking distance.
like if you get hit, you get hit for the most part.
Not a good feeling.
But if you're able to like,
Now they can't
I guess you gotta be quick in looking at downfield and looking back at your quarterback to make sure nobody's close to you or you're not getting hit. Or just be able to see that in your peripheral vision.
For first and 10.
But to see if you have time enough to throw it.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
So these there, I didn't press anything. I just ran normally. I didn't press R2 or nothing. Just let my players do what they need to do. Get the blocks.
getting good blocking up front. How about his vision to find the holes? And
nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, the tackling in this game it irritates the mess out of me because from the earlier years, like if you press X for tackle, it'd be like a conservative tackle. You wouldn't be like lunging at nobody or anything like that. But they took that out.
Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far so good.
Oh,
Let me do this one
fuck!
on the map here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Throwing on second and long. Carr.
Ooh, I pressed L1 to throw it higher, and I should not have done that. I should have just thrown it regular. I didn't think he would be that wide open.
During this time of year.
On third and long, it's
I
Carr.
just got something wet on my foot.
Able to find one,
Look.
that's complete. And he gets it all the way down.
Yeah, you got some on you.
And mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
My bad, I was distracted for a second.
7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Still on his feet. And they're able to get this one across the 30.
I tried to hit stick you, and you just shoved me off.
Mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Looking out of the gun, Mayfield.
Ooh, that's nice.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yards before being dropped inside the 40.
Alright,
Strong gain of 24.
let's do this.
Looking left side, that's caught.
That was nice throw.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Yeah, sometimes the quicker throws really
Combined on those last 2
mess somebody up. But then again, you gotta be careful. Then again, you gotta be careful too, because Devin will be watching those a lot.
First down, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. So second and 4 from the 22.
Ooh, nice.
Incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming
I'm
up.
going to drink
They
some
do a
of
really
my
good job there of not
I thought
giving
you
up
had
on
that for a
third and
second too.
five. Dude, I've got to
Well, you
tell
should
you,
have had
stomach
that.
is
you can
killing
often
me.
mistime that play because of the angles
Every
of the
time I eat
reverse.
that
When you're
food,
going to get him,
I
sometimes you
throw it
panic
up.
as well and think, I've got to be there right
Oh, there's
now.
the
Instead, in this
post.
case, time to
Here,
pivot
Bobby.
play and knocked it free.
No mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It
You
looked
better
like he had
eat.
it on target the whole way, but the
You mixed it
opponent
up
slipped.
too, Mom?
Huh?
Just
Huh?
25
You mix it up or
seconds
no?
Yeah.
left now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Put a little water, make me some gravy.
Shotgun now, Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And a lot of it. Oh, I got 12 seconds left.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with
I
12
kicked the
seconds
ball,
to go
didn't
in
I?
this 1st half.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. To get into field goal range. All I need.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters
10,
down, 2
20.
still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the
Oh, to
2nd
my
half is
right?
well
Okay.
underway. Jalen Richard now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for
Oh,
2.
what do you think I'm doing? Running or
They're
passing?
going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Get a sack
Let's
or two all the
see.
way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Okay, what about now? You think I'm running or passing? Okay, okay.
He finds Aguilar over the middle.
Done.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways a
All
quarterback is
right.
keep all your receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes
What
moving,
about
stay in the
now?
field. And here he finds
Run
the
or
opening
pass?
for a nice pickup.
Run.
Carr on the bootleg.
Ooh,
They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away.
almost, almost had me.
Like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and
Done.
misdefined plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Carr, after the
And
incomplete
now,
pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
take a guess. A run? You're right.
Jacobs from the gun. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going the
Sometimes.
wrong way. That was
Not
good
all the
vision.
time. Yeah.
First and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him.
Uh,
Gets past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him.
yeah.
He's just going to keep right
Cause think
after it.
about it, because I was in the gun,
Speed on that one, better than 20 miles
so
an hour.
handing the ball off in the gun, how successful do you think that's gonna work for me? So like right now, what do you think I'm running, or what think I'm doing?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended
I just know
receiver,
for
will pick up
me,
the second down.
most of the time running in the gun don't work out too well for me.
But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit.
Yeah, for myself, it don't really work out too much. Don't work out too well.
Good action to this point in the third
But don't
quarter.
mean that it
Touchdown
won't work for
Jaguars.
you.
Second and 10.
It won't work for Dev or Danny or even Mike.
Throwing again. Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and 1. Heavy set out there on third and 1.
What do you think I'm running here?
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with the first
Just
and
know
10.
Danny will run that a lot. Well, not a lot, but he will run that on. Yeah. Shush.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra minutes.
I tried to take him outside, but he being too bougie because it's cold.
Now this time Carr will throw.
Ooh.
Incomplete.
Okay, I see you, Meso.
Sacked back around the 8.
Tackling me and then whatnot.
Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
That was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to go for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense
I did
came
not
up
see my
big.
manager
And the
fall.
defense wins by getting a big sack.
Second down and goal. Carr. That's complete right around the
Oh,
12.
that was just
He's got it
unlucky.
into the end
That was
zone.
just unlucky,
And he's
missing that
in for
tackle.
two. Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry
Can't really do
Ruggs.
much about
And the
that.
Raiders add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time
And then
off
for
the
field
clock.
goal, you just gotta get the
Let
timing
yourself
right for the most
unwind,
part.
and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game,
That you get
even
used
though
to
it's only a
easily.
two-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he gets
That's
this
nice.
one
That's a
set
nice run.
around the 40 down at the
That's a
38.
nice run.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive here for each team.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is
Okay.
incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. This will have the first half, and it continues
I
as they
tried to
start this
intercept that, but I
drive
was just a
first
little
and
too
10.
far down.
That means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He rifles one that's
He
intercepted.
overthrew that.
Picked off at the 48. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44
when you see throws like that, kind of look at the bottom of your screen where like your running back is, or when you hold L2 now the ball shows the wheel shows up in that section of your screen. When you see him throw a bad pass, look down there real quick to see if he's like under pressure or just thrown off his back foot, uh, stuff like that. It would tell you why his throw was just so bad. Like for mine right now, I'm throwing out of a sack. It was told me. Oh, he dropped that. Okay. All right. Hmm. Okay. Ooh, okay. He's gonna block like that. I think I'm running or throwing the ball. Running. Okay. Left, right, or center. To the right. Okay. Third and two. Good stop. Oh, they want me to go for it. All right. No, you left him wide. Yeah, when you know they're going for it, sometimes I would say most of the time it would be a run, but for the chance they do throw it, you really gotta watch like the the beginning of the end zone, if anything, and hopefully, yeah, that can backfire. I did not mean to.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first
Three
touchdown on
receivers.
the offense. They're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Going to the air
In
again
my
with
head.
Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work
You in my head?
tackle
No
the
time when
quarterback,
running back?
keep in
Okay.
bounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on
Now I
the
already try
snap.
to adjust just a little bit.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He lets this one
See,
fly.
that is a good matchup, but
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is
X is
Hall.
possession, but for the most part, when you know it's 1v1,
Might have to
just
step
try to
Mayfield
aggressive.
back into this
Yeah.
one. Hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it
At
mildly,
least you either put a hand on the ball or you at least swat it out the way
everyone
for the
seems
most
to be
part.
somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
X is more for those possessions where you don't want to step out of bounds or whatnot. The
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks,
oh,
and they are on point right now.
Yeah, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he will score. Touchdown,
X and
Las
L.
Vegas.
Uh,
88 yards.
I honestly don't know. I've been trying to figure that out too. But what you would
I expect teams to take a shot right after a turnover. You count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field,
Are you
maybe
going,
catch them back
Dad?
on their heels, and that's exactly what
No.
they did there. They threw it
mm,
downfield,
yeah most
made a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and
like
then
took one
another.
step and just stopped moving
Extra
type of thing.
point call set up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what that does exactly,
The touchdown
but yeah,
pass is
I
caught.
just ignore that for the most part.
This will make it
Yeah, move L, hold L2
and ultimately
to
keep
side
possession
shuffle
at the
whatnot,
25-yard line as they
R2 to
start from the
sprint,
23.
squares the big hits, or more diving at the tackle, and then X don't really do nothing, even though it should be doing
And
something.
the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly,
Oh,
that is so
I
frustrating.
was there
It
too.
almost signifies
Did
that
not let me move.
you're in good spot. Great place to run
That
some
could have been
offense,
picked off.
but
My dude just wasn't close enough to do anything about it.
Turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep to
See,
his
yeah, that's
right.
an ooh.
And going to be
You should have had
incomplete.
that.
Too tough to hold
But
on
that's a
to
nice
on
throw.
2nd down.
my first thought is
I
that
just got a
maybe
hand on it.
they've
Will make you drop the
tight
ball.
ends
But
around
that
and
is a
they've
nice
seen them
throw.
run balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So you're watching tight end. Tight end cut in.
And his pass is
Whoa.
intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard
No, that was
line.
zone.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here
But
with
yeah,
a
but
win.
how I normally look at plays, if I'm the linebacker, I look at the tight end first. But most of the time, tight end gonna go straight up the middle, or go up and then cut in Either way, he gonna go somewhere in the middle. He go straight up in the middle and he go cut in. But if he goes out, then look for the next person who will cut in towards the middle. If that makes sense.
Reception here by Ruggs. And they're going to be set up down around the
And then
15-yard
for the
line.
most part, your safety, you try, for the most part, try to trust them to
Boy, another
be
play
close enough to him so they could
that certainly has had its
defend the
efficiency on
play,
that play.
and then just switch to them as the ball in the air to try to make a play on the ball or on the receiver to make him drop the ball. X is wide open.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And
Let's
you know
go
they
for
could
it.
have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that
And
today.
this is a pass. You got two dudes coming through the middle, three cutting to the going up to the right.
Is Bobby in there with you?
He was me.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Man, I could not do nothing with
They
that.
don't get the two-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit,
That.
but in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this. No, no, okay.
Alright. What you gonna do? The receiver, tight end, running back. I'll play man.
The
See how you
clock
do
is
against
ready
it.
to go. Let's just be frank.
I'm going to your running back.
I just don't. That's all that's left because victory, not a
And
chance.
he just completely dropped
I can't
that.
wait to see how they actually
He,
go
sh-
about
he should
it.
have been able to hold on to that at least.
People watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. He's got a
And
man.
that's a nice catch.
And they
Do you
fumble
put
the
square on
ball.
that, or you just let it do what it
Across the
do on its own?
33-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead going
Okay.
forward, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So
All right, I'm
offensively,
watching
this
the
is a
running
situation.
back.
You tighten
He
up on man-to-man
is
coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are
play
struggling
man
from the field.
again.
More
Watching your running
interceptions,
back.
more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
It's just some players you gotta think of if your player is in front of my defender, probably want to hold L1 to throw it higher. But then again, sometimes I be doing that, and the defender be getting a speed boost. But
Remaining here
it all
defensively.
depends on how you want to
Much reason to use him at this point. This
play
one
it,
is all but over.
If they use it
or
too
if you want to throw it
aggressively,
more. So say my play on the right hand side of your offensive player on the right hand side, that defensive player, you might want to throw it more to the
They're
right
going to throw here.
than the left.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard
And
line.
then like vice versa, if your player is more to the left than the right, throw more to his left hand side over the
What do you
players.
got for Mayfield here? Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And that will
Don't know
mark
how
the
I picked that
finish of
one
this
off.
ball game. So this one
Yeah,
ends up
most of the time those are just not interception, but incompletions
Charles by a big second
for the
there
most
to
part.
put this one on ice.
so you get the sense that from
It all depends
midfield
on
to halftime,
on who the receiver is, what their traits are, if they more aggressive in coverage, if they're double cover or single cover or whatnot. Most of the time they will if they can or if they're more aggressive when they're single covered, then they're most likely moss up like over. Oh yeah, you got Beckham Jr. So yeah, you got Beckham. He would he would outplay anybody for the ball in the air if he's single. Most of the time, especially when he's single covered.
You talking to me? Yeah. What you say?
He don't have the X factor.
I said Michael has an interview tomorrow.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. She had orientation on
A good game. Yeah, a lot of people they don't like teaching nobody because once you learn how to play.